Hello, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. This is Joe from IC Group again, and I would like to continue my demo about MDI Windows in WiseJ.net. So in the previous example, we already had the main window and the child window, and I have not changed anything else but renaming the forms, child window and main window. And in the main window, I added some code to react on the menu item that was clicked. The main menu itself has the following items: create white window, create red window, create green window. Each menu item has the tag set to some string to identify the item. You could also use the name to identify the item in the menu item handler, but I chose to use the tag. Okay, in the menu item clicked handler, I analyze this tag, and depending on which menu item was clicked, I open the child window. So how does the child window look like? Let's open it. Nothing fancy here. The child window has a child menu. The child menu has a few items like close, close all windows, close all but this. And again, the tag is used with a keyword to identify which menu item has been clicked. And in the code, I also check the child menu's tag for the content, and depending on what has been set in the tag, I will perform some action. We'll come back to this later. So the main topic of this demo is to demonstrate how to derive forms from a standard form. We have the child window here, and the child window will act as a base form for every other form that will be used in the application. So I have to derive from this. And how do I do this? I open the Add New Item dialog, choose WiseJ.net, make an empty window, and call this one, for example, Red Window. Okay, here's my window. It's not red yet, so let's make it red. Back color red. It's not quite what I need. I want to derive this window from child window, so I go to the code, and instead of form, I derive from child window. And of course, I have to call child window's constructor. And now, when I go back to the design mode, I have the appearance of the child window except for the red background that I defined inside the red window. But this red window is, okay, let's save this for a second. Okay, we don't need the child window at the moment. In this MDI parent, I have the main menu, and the main menu has these items. And we also have the item clicked event handler in the main menu, and I'm going to change the code so that it opens the red window. So let's run the application. Okay, we see the main form now, which is the MDI parent. We have the main menu here, and we can create a white window. There it is. We can also create another white window, and we can create a red window, and we can go back and forth within these. And we also have a menu here that shows the opened window in the thumbnail view. Okay, that's nice. So just for the sake of completeness, let's derive another window. WiseJ.net, empty window, and this one will be the green window. In order to make it green, I have to change the back color. And of course I have to derive from child window and call the base constructor. The green window is done now. All we need to do is open it, run the application. There you go. We have the main window. We can open the green one, we can open the red one, and we can open the white one. And we can switch back and forth. We also have the local menus, but the menus do not have any actions yet. So let's continue with the actions of the child menus. We don't do this in every window, we only do this inside the child window, because this is where the child menu is located. And if I go into the code of the child menu, I see that the child menu tag is interpreted. This means close only the current active MDI child, which is the one that the menu is residing on. So all we have to do is close. Close all is a little bit more complicated because we do not only want to close the current active window, but we have to close all of the MDI children. So what we're going to do is where we have the information MDI, what is the MDI parent, and the MDI parent has MDI children. There it is. And the MDI children is an array of forms, so it must have a length. There it is. So we can walk through all the items in the array and close them. But we have to do this backwards, because otherwise we would change the array while looping over it. This is never a good idea. So let's do that backwards. For and I equals the MDI parents, MDI children, dot length, and we start at length -1, and we let it run as long as it's greater than 0, and we're decrementing the variable. Okay. We don't need the length at this time, so we use MDI child with the index, and we close it. Okay, I admit that was not that much complicated. So now go to the others menu item. Others means we want to change all windows except for the current one. So if MDI parent dot active MDI child is not the current one, then close everything. So I hope this will work. Let's check it out. Run the application. Create a white window, a red one, a green one, another white one, another red one, another green one. Okay, here they are. So I just want to close this white window, and it didn't work. Okay, in the meantime I analyzed what would be the problem, and I found that I did a mistake right here. In the child form menu I referenced the child menus tag and not the tag of the item. So let's get rid of this and use menu item dot tag and run the application again. There you go. Create a menu item, and I can close this. Now we create more than one. We say the red window is the one that we want to close. White and green remain. Very good. open a new window and a green window, and I want to close all but this. And this didn't work either. So let's see what we can find out. Set the breakpoint right here. Perform again, and we see the tag is others. And if I go here, this should work. Is anything there? Okay. Oh, this one is never called. And I made another terrible mistake. This is, of course, the wrong one. It has to be the child. Okay, we can close this. Run the application again. There we go. Create a one window, a second, and a third, and another third. And I want to close all but this. There you go. So that's how you handle MDI children within an MDI parent window. And I hope you enjoyed this demonstration of the capabilities of voicej.net. And see you next time when I will explain a little bit about using a tree view or a navigation bar as navigation items inside an MDI application. So, see you next time. Bye bye.